I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and today we're getting festive with a brand new classic and vintage quilt block. Nancy Picard, a Fat Quarter Shop customer, was so nice. She sent us a big stack of original block patterns from the Kansas City Star newspaper. This one is from 1926. It's called the Christmas Tree. All of those patterns were passed down to her from her late grandmother, and thank you so much for sending those to us. We're going to start off with the first one that we were inspired by, and it's called the Christmas Tree. Download your free block at Fat Quarter Shop. Our link is in the description box. Now let's talk about what we need to make the block. To make this block, you need a tree print, a tree trunk print, and a background print. We're using the Buon Natale collection by Fig Tree Quilts for Moda Fabrics, and that means Merry Christmas in Italian. We recommend the half rectangle trimmer by Fat Quarter Shop to make these unique blocks. If you don't have that ruler, we do provide the template on page 3 of our free block pattern. If you want to make more than the block, we do have a PDF quilt pattern that's low priced, and it comes with multiple size layouts. You can make a pillow, a door banner, a lap, or a king, and the fabric requirements for each of those can be found in that full pattern. After you've gathered your pattern, your fabrics, and your notions, now we're ready to get started. To make one block, you're going to need 3 strips of fabric C and 3 strips of fabric A. These are both cut at 3 inches, and this is your background, and this is your tree fabric. And you're going to make a strip set. And so you could just put it right sides together like this and feed it through your sewing machine. And as you do that, just adjust as you go. Or if you want to go super fast, you can actually pin all the way down and then sew. It's totally up to you. You're going to make 3 of these, and they look like this. You want to keep 2 of these, and those are going to be your long strip sets. Then you're going to take the other one, and you're just going to cut it in half. And you will have 2 long strip sets and 2 short strip sets. And then if you take 1 long and 1 short, you'll be making half of the block with this and half of the block with these. First, we're going to make left half rectangle units. We're going to make a total of 10 of those. So you want to have your green on the bottom, your background on top, and you want the top right of your ruler to point up. So you want to have this line right here aligned, and then you're just going to cut this out. I'm going to just cut this down. So what I like to do is just cut half of the block and then cut the other half. You're going to continue doing that, and you're going to cut 7 of these from your long strip sets and 3 from your short strip sets. You'll make a total of 10 left half rectangle units. You have your last 2 strip sets, one is long and one is short. Now we're going to do the right side. Now, what I forgot to mention in the first part is you really need this green to be on the bottom. If it's not, they're going to come out reversed. Now this time, you're going to make the top left of the ruler go up. So before we had it on this line, now we're going to do it on this line. And you're going to make a total of 10 of these. Now once you've cut them and laid them out, you can really see the difference in the left and the right half rectangle units. Now that all that's done, that's the hard part. Let's assemble our block. So we're going to lay out our block, and this block is really big. It ends up 20 inches, so that's why I'm not doing it on a design board, because it's just so big it's not going to fit. So at the very top of your block, you're going to have 2 fabric D rectangles. And at the very bottom of your block, you're going to have 2 fabric D rectangles. And then you're going to put a left and a right, and you're going to have 2 of those at the top. So 2. And then the next row, you're going to have 4, 2 right. And then the next one, you're going to have 6. So 3 left and 3 right. And then the bottom, you have 4 and 4. So I think it's easy to lay out your rectangles first. And then at the bottom, your tree trunk is a fabric B. These will be fabric E rectangles. Those are all in your pattern instructions. The biggest thing here is to make sure your right side of your fabric is up. And then you're going to have fabric Fs here, and then fabric Gs. So in summary, you've got D, E, F, G, D, 2 rectangles, 4 rectangles, 6 rectangles, 8 rectangles. Now, the biggest thing here is to talk about how you pin these together. And I'm going to show you how to pin these together. So the key to making this block really pretty is to press everything open with your units, and then on your rows you can either press to one side or press open. You want to put these right sides together, and you definitely need to pin. I'm actually going to pin twice, and then go to the top, and these will just lay right together. If you've cut them accurately, they will lay right together. Then you just use a 1/4 inch seam, sew on that seam, and then when you press open at the top, this will meet. Another tip is, even if you don't have points to match, I would definitely pin 3 times just to make sure that your bias does not stretch and it just stays nice and flat. Now, once you have all of your rows complete, I'm going to show you what your block looks like. So you can see your block is really beautiful. It's nice and big. It's 20.5 inches. And if you look, you can see where the green is in our pattern. I want to show you in the antique pattern, the colors are reversed. So in the antique pattern, this is the same, but all of the other fabrics below it are reversed. So you could make your tree a little bit different if you want to. I just wanted to point that out so you would know the difference between our new pattern and the original pattern. So you can see this is your block in your quilt. There's sashing in between the blocks. There's an outer border. We put a nice red binding, and our backing we actually matched to our outer border. Now this one right here is our door banner size, and you could also just call it a table runner because it could be used for either. It would also be beautiful if you just hung it from the top of a fireplace. The Christmas tree block is a great one to try if you want to try a new notion. The half rectangle ruler will make this definitely doable even if you're a beginner. If you line up all your lines correctly, it will work. So what I want to know is, what notion can you not live without in your sewing room? I can't wait to see your comments. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.